LeetCode 147 Insertion Short List. Here in this question we are given a linked list. We need to sort this in an insertion short format. The format is depicted in this below steps, so we will follow the same. Let's do it. Given an example 1-15340, we need to sort this list in insertion short format. What we will do is we will first mark this. Since this is the head of the list, we will mark previous and current. Our previous is initially initialized to this, and our current will be initialized to the head.next. Now we will be iterating through this whole list and performing some of the steps. What those steps is, we need to maintain a sorted list from head to previous. Initially head and previous are pointing to one element, so they are already sorted. Now after seeing an element at current, we will be checking these two conditions. If the previous element is greater than current element, which is, since we are getting a previous element, which if we are getting a previous element which is greater than current element, means we have got an element which is less than the previous element, means we are not maintaining this sorted order. So we need to insert this current element to the sequence of head to previous. Else what we will do, we will move simply to previous.next and current.next. Now let's trace by solving this example. We have initialized these all variables. Now we are starting from current. We'll check the first condition where our previous element is -1 and current element is 5. If previous element is greater than current element, no, it is not true. We will be moving our previous pointer to previous.next and current pointer to current.next. So our current is moved here and our previous is moved here. Now similarly we will go through the loop once again. We will do this while current is not equal to null. Now we will check that if our previous is 5 and our current is 3. Now previous is greater than the current element, means that our current element should be in between 1 and 5, which is head and previous element. So this is the condition where we need to insert 3 between 1 and 5. So what we will be doing is, we will be first marking our previous.next to current.next. That is, what we will be doing is, since our previous, this is our list where our previous at 5 and current at 3. So we will be doing the first step, which is we will be marking this previous.next to the current.next. Now we will be calling a function insert where we will be passing 3 parameters, which is this head, previous and current, where we need to insert current between head and previous. So we will be passing this list as below, -1 to 5, and here we are pointing to some node which is 4. This is our previous, this is our head, and this is our node which is current. Now we have to insert this current between head and previous. So what we will do, first we will find the exact position where we need to insert. For that we will be iterating through this loop and checking whether if the current value is less than equal to the insert, if the current value, which is our current, would be, here we will be initializing the variables as head as -1, current should be same as the head for the first initialization. Now to insert is 3, we need to insert 3, right? While current is less than the insert value, which is current is our -1, insert value is 3. So current is less than equal to -1. This condition is true. We will be moving current to current or to insert. Remember this is to insert, since we have passed this as a parameter. This is to insert. We will be moving our current to current.next. This will become our current.next. Now we will be checking this condition again, which is our current dot value is 5 and our to insert is 3. Is this condition 5 is less than equal to 3? No, 5 is not less than equal to 3. We will be now at that position, current will be pointing to that position where we want to insert 3. So how do we insert that? After this iteration we will be in two position. Either we will be at the first position where we want to insert the to insert node to the first position, or in between head or end. Now we are in the second case, in between head or end. Our current is pointing to that position where we want to insert. So what we will do is we will swap this current and insert value. We'll swap this current and insert value, which is 5 and 3. Let's mark this as 5. Let's mark this as 3. Now what we will do is we will mark the toInsert.next equals to current.next. Now our toInsert.next is current.next. Current.next is pointing to 4 and our toInsert.next is pointing to current.next. This one is also done. Now our current.next equals to toInsert. Our current.next we will be modifying to toInsert. So this will become -1, 3, 5, 4, and we will be returning the head. Why we are returning the head? Because we can get two conditions. If we are inserting at head, we are modifying the current head position, so we need to insert head. Now we will be returning this head. Our list will look somewhat like this. So our list is looking somewhat like this. Where our current was this, our previous was 5, and this list is same as above. Now our head was this. What we have returned a head where head is still -1, so our head is still pointing to this -1. Now what we will be doing is this step is complete. The step is complete. We will be moving current equals to previous dot next. Now our current will be updated to this. Now this is our list. Now we will be checking for the next condition, which is previous element 5 is greater than the current element. Yes, previous element is greater than current element. That means we need to insert 4 between -1 and 5. So what we will do, we will similarly will pass this as a parameter, where we will be passing head would be -1, current would be -1, to insert is 3, to insert is 4, and we will be first checking that where we need to insert this, and also before doing that we will be making the previous equal to current dot next, which is we will be marking this previous dot next to the current dot next. Now what we will be doing is we will be finding the exact position where we want to insert 4 between 1 and 5. So for this we will be iterating through this loop. Our current value is -1. We need to insert 4. -1 is less than 4. We will be moving our current to current dot next, which is this. Our head is this only. Now let's mark this as current dash to simplify, and this has become insert in this parameter. So now we will check if 3 is less than equal to 4. Yes, it is. We will be moving our current dash to this. Now we will check if 4 is less than equals our current value is 5 and 2 insert value is 4. 5 is less than equal to 4. So this is not the case because 5 is greater than 4. We will be coming out of this loop and our current is 5. So 5 is the only position where we want to insert this 4. So what we will do, we will follow the same steps. Since we are in between head and end, we will be swapping these values. We'll marking it as 4, we'll marking it as 5. Now what we will be do is we'll be marking to insert dot next to current dot next, and we will be marking current dot next equals to insert, and we will be simply returning head. So our list will be like this only. Now since our previous was at 5, which is here, what we will be doing, we will be marking this step is done. We will be marking this step current equals to previous dot next. Our current will be here. Now we will be seeing that current is in the next iteration. We will be seeing for previous element and current element. Our previous element is 5, current element is 0. 5 is greater than 0. Yes, it is true. Means we need to insert 0 between -1 and 5. So we'll be passing this. Before passing this, what we will be doing, previous dot next equals to current dot next. Means previous dot next equals to current dot next. Current dot next is nothing, so we'll be marking this as nothing, and we'll be inserting this 0 between -1 and 5. So our current is -1, to insert is 0, and now we'll be checking this loop for finding the correct position of 0. To find the correct position of 0, what we will be doing is we will be iterating through this loop. Our current value is -1 and our insert value is 0. -1 is less than equal to 0. Yes, it is true. We will be moving our current dash to here. Now 3, our current value is 3. We need to insert 0. If 3 is less than equal to 0, no, this condition is false. So this point our current will be staying at 3 only. So this is the place where we need to insert. What we will do is we will swap this. We will swap this current and insert. We'll mark here as 0 and we'll mark here as 3. What we will do is we'll mark this to insert dot next equals to current dot next. This is our to insert variable. Dot next equals to current dot next. that is, we'll make here this variable 3 just to insert to current.next. It will be pointing to the 4 and will be pointing this current.next equals to insert. Now our loop will look like something this. Now our previous is this. Now we'll be going back to this loop and marking this third condition, current.next equals to previous.next. So our current will be this. Since current is null, we'll be leaving out of this loop and be returning our head element, which is this. So if we look at this, this is in sorted list which we wanted. Now this is the above code for doing so. Here we have this list node insertion sort list where we are taking the current and previous. We are iterating through this loop while current is not equal to null. Now we are checking if current dot value is less than previous dot value, then we need to insert between head and previous the current value. Else what we will be doing, moving ahead. Previous equals to previous dot net, current equals to current dot next. In the insert code here, what we will be doing is we will be checking if head is null, then return head. We'll make current and end. This sorted till is nothing but previous. We have from head to previous, the list is already sorted. Then we will be checking if current head dot value is less than equal to insert dot value. We'll marking current head equals to current head dot next, means we'll be trying to find the position where we need to insert the to insert values. Current head will, after this loop, current head will point to that position where we need to insert the to insert value. Now if it is the first position, then what we will to do, we'll simply to insert dot next equals to head will be pointing to head, and we will marking our to insert as head and returning the head. If it is not, then we have to insert in between head and previous, which is head and sorted till end. Then what we'll do, we'll swap the current head with to insert dot next we will be making it as current dot next, and current dot next equals to insert. We'll be returning head and head will be assigned to head here. So if we run this solution and submit this solution, it is working fine. Thank you.